1985. Naas returns from his gridiron days in America, but cannot stop Western Province from taking the cup.
Western Province backsliding very shallow. Out of Naas, there's a drop goal attempt. And it's over. A drop goal by Naas, and it's 9 points to 3. Northern leading rather against the run of play. Territorially, it's been all Western Province, but it is 9-3 to Northern Transvaal, and doesn't find touch. Finds Gert Small instead, up to the halfway line, and Western Province will want this ball. Freddie Ferreira gets it. Out to Scriba again. Michael Du Plessis chasing up. For it as Kimi Nell tries to get it. Henny Becker's going to score. Henny Becker will score. A lovely try by Henny Becker. Opportunist following up.
There we have it. Province win the ball. That was from an up and under that bounced awkwardly. Nobody really covered, and Henny Becker did very well to control it. Picked it up in one hand, bounced to the other, and took it over the line.
And while we are watching that playback, Colour scores converted, which means that there is a score. Now what will they do? They'll go back. I think Tommy Du Plessis will tap it and give it to Naas, who will try a drop at goal, going well back to give Naas plenty of room and plenty of time. Province have to be behind that line. Here comes the drop goal attempt. And yes, it's over, and the score's 15 points to 12. Good work by Gert Small. Back to Freddie Ferreira. Freddie Ferreira has Neil Burger with him. Hempy's the toy with it now, retaining possession. Here's the strongman back, Scott Burger to Freddie Ferreira. Michael Du Plessis with his whole back line there, and he goes for trying to get a position. And this is dangerous with Neil Burger. And Hendrik Creer saving the situation for his side. But another drop pass, and Neil Burger with it. He could score. Being held up by Western Province, by Northerns, and over they go in a try. A try here by Neil Burger. He is an incredibly strong young man. He stayed on his feet, he kept possession, and he was driven over with the help of his own forwards, and that's the second try of the match, the second to Western Province. That try by this young right wing from Stellenbosch, Neil Burger, and the crowd go mad, as you see.
Well, this is not a good kick from Michael Du Plessis, but he did well to put pressure onto the Northern Transvaal backs. Hendrik Creer, who throws back a very wild pass, and Neil Burger does very well to stay on his feet here, and of course they take him across the line now. Who got that try? Difficult decision. Neil Burger or Rob Lowe maybe?
Well, the referee getting into a very good position to see that Western Province had retained possession. I think it was Neil Burger, Dave, and he was helped over by the fact of his strength that he managed to stay on his feet, and the rest of his forwards helped push him over. Desperate defence by Northern Transvaal to no avail, because it was the crescendo of attack by Western Province surging up in attack and pushing the whole ruck over the line. And that could be the decisive score, the second try of the match. And Colour Scolts will try and add the 2 extra points. 16 metres in from the touchline. He won't be short. Will it be straight? Head down, follow through, and wait for it. No, it's to the right of the posts. So Western Province are leading by a goal, a drop goal, 3 penalties and a try.
1986. Western Province becomes the first team to win the Currie Cup for the 5th year in succession.
That Skalk Nordier was responsible, and here is the Transvaal ploy of 2 men in the line-out, Jannie Breed and Dan Badenhorst. Jannie Breed right at the back, and there's a good little dummy by him, back to Badenhorst, and setting up the second phase. There it is, went off his knee. It's not a knock forward, Labuschagne, but it's Chris Smith to the rescue, and a charge down. Hicha van Assen going to score, and it's a try for Transvaal. Hicha van Assen scored, the charge down. And an opportunist try for Transvaal puts them into the lead after less than 6 minutes play. A try there by Hugo van As of Transvaal, an opportunist try.
Well, here is, we have it again. That started from a short line out, and Chris Smith a little careless there, with Hugo van As right on him, trying to clear. But they said the Transvaal couldn't score tries off their short line outs. Well, that was a try that came off a short line out.
Here's Leon Kirkham for the extra 2 points, and it's there. It's a beautiful kick. 6 points converted by Leon Kirkham. Western Province right on the attack. They're no more than 10 meters from the Transvaal line. Right at the back, Gert Small tapping it back. Coming through is Val Bartman. Good work by Skalkberger. Cleaning up for Province. Blind side here. This is dangerous. Fafakanutsa could score here. He's going to score. Yes, he has. Fafakanutsa has scored for Western Province. A very good piece of work on the blind side. Opportunist up. Fafakanutsa cutting inside his man. And a very good try for Western Province. There he is. Fafakanutsa. Here it is again.
Started from a line out and very nicely cleaned up by Skalkberger Lock. And then out to the blind side. And Fafakanutsa, beautiful little dummy. And watch him take off his right foot. 2 men, and then took 2 of them over the line. He's a very powerful man around the hips and legs.
Here it is again from the other side. Watch Fafakanutsa coming into the gap on the inside, cutting inside Kirkham, and Jannie Tiet is there, but he's clearly over with his momentum and his power. And can Ellispark level the scores from about 13 meters in from the far touchline? You'll hear the crowd. Well, you didn't hear the crowd, so it means that it is 6 points to 4. Transvaal leading by a goal to a try by Western Province.
Min kere vanmiddag dat ons die Transvaalse agterlyn so sien hardloop het. Currie probeer daar deurkom na Chris Smith. Na Goggie van Heerden is op die middellyn. Hier's groot gevaar vir Transvaal. Goggie van Heerden hardloop nog steeds op die kwartlyn. Hy gaan nog steeds deur Goggie van Heerden en hy moet hom kry. En die Nieuwelandskare se uitbundigheid ken geen perke nie en is Goggie van Heerden wat teruggedraf kom. En so dit begin. Freddie Ferreira wat daar deurkom, die oppositie trek en vir Chris Smith gee. Hy stuur vir Goggie van Heerden weg op daardie loopie. Hy het vir Karel Du Plessis aan sy buitekant. U sien hoe dat hy swaai en swaai Kirkham wat probeer bykom. Hy slaag nie daarin nie en van Heerden rondaf op 'n aanskoulike manier. Clark Ellis wat gaan kyk of hy 2 punte kan byvoeg. Tref goed, die hoogte is daar, die lengte is daar. En die skare vertel die verhaal. 16-9 speeltyd verstreke, dis net beseringstyd wat oorbly. Dis die teamtrust op die lyn van Transvaal hier op die voorgrond. Waar Chris Rogers moet ingooi. Cockerell wat ook nog daarvoor dinge beduie. Oorgestuur na Skalkberger. In die leë kassie, hy's onder hom. Freddie Ferreira kom dek pragtig. Kry dit weg hier na die hande van Goggie van Heerden en die hande van Ellispark. Hy verklak alles langs hom en hy stuur hom weg met net en pas Rademeier voor na die binnekant toe na Goggie van Heerden. Hier kom sy tweede draai en hy gaan hom afrond. Dis die wedstryd van Goggie van Heerden. Maar ek moet daarom sê dat daar was 'n skitterende loopie gewees nou ook hier deur die WP agterspelers, onder andere Clark Ellis. En seker, nou ja, daarom nie die helfte nie, maar 'n groot deel van hierdie Nieuwelandse skare is nou op die veld. Hier kom dit weer. Jy sien hoe dat Freddie Ferreira daardie skoppie van Skalkberger wat in die leë kassie bedoel was aan die hande kry. Dan gee hy vir Goggie van Heerden, hy na Ellispark. Skols sien vir die trek die oppositie. Stuur vir Clark Ellis weg. En Ellis op die regte oomblik gooi hy 'n lang aangee waar Goggie van Heerden deur geen Transvaaler gemerk word nie. En hy rond af met wat vir hom 'n skitterende wedstryd is. Clark Ellis met die doelskop, nog 2 punte by.
1987, Naas Botha's final. In wind, hail and rain, the master is at his best. 4 drops and 4 conversions tell the story.
All tickets were sold out on Wednesday for this game. 68,000 people. John Robbie under pressure. Badenhorst. With the rain coming down now, Hempers Rademeyer, after an opportunist bit of work by Hugo van Naas rather. Here it is again. Watch, is a very good up and under because it did not carry as far as the 22, so no one receiving it could call for a mark. Herman Grobler making the mistake. Hugo van Naas, a good pass to Michael du Plessis. And there's Hempers Rademeyer going for his 10th try of the season, chased by Gipinel all the way. Because although the top surface is very wet and slippery, underneath it's firm, and the ball could bounce any direction. Good line-out position. Out to Naas Botha. Left-footed drop goal attempt, and it's there. 3 points to Naas Botha, 3 points to Northern Transvaal. A drop goal.
Here we go again. Well, look at the composure of this man with a wet ball. Nobody near him. They were yards away from him.
And with the left foot. So 9 points to 3. There you have it. 29 minutes gone in the first half. The scrum about 10 meters outside the Transvaal 22, and Transvaal and Northern's backs lining absolutely shallow. They're going to go flat out for the Transvaal backs if they try to spin the ball. Skalknodie, I think, getting it, and converted by Kirkham.
Well, I tell you, that was the most interesting try. Everybody was running, and it just shows you what happens with the slippery ground.
Let's watch it again. There's Kirkham with it and Cardinal du Plessis. Now watch this clever kick ahead. Gerbrand Grobler challenging, and Cardinal du Plessis speed getting him through and kicking it cleverly inside, and there he was slipping. And Gerbrand Grobler kicking it back, and Skalknodie following up, diving on it, and clearly getting the try.
Oomblik nie so baie Renius Williamson wat kry Naas Botha. Hy kom daai skepskap poging. Hierdie keer is hy daar. Naas Botha se tweede skepskap poging is tussen die pale deur. En Noord-Transvaal se telling skuif aan na 9.
And of course the Kikuyu coming through now with the summer rains and the bench starting to die away. That's Naas Botha, and up and under. That's a difficult one. Northerns can get up there. Kirkham will get man and ball. Johnny Pretorius trying to get underneath it. Dan Badenhorst is in, but it's going to come back. Lamprecht doing good work, and Willie Schmidt slipping. Out it goes to Naas, and he's looking for a drop goal. He's slipping and sliding all over the place, and a penalty given to Northern Transvaal at an absolute gift position, bang in front of the post. The crowd don't like it, but the referee right on the spot, and he has said that the Transvaal players were in front. Remember, they don't have to be in front of the ball. As long as they're in front of that last line of feet, they're offside. And so here is an opportunity for Naas Botha to level the scores. Transvaal have had tries by Rademeyer and Nordia, both converted by Kirkham, and a penalty by Kirkham. Naas has kicked 2 drops and 2 penalties. Is it 3 penalties? Yes, it is. The scores are level. So 15 all the score. 30 minutes gone. 10 minutes left in this match, and Kirkham looks at a good one. 18 points to 15. And Transvaal leading by 2 goals and 2 penalties to Northern Transvaal's 2 drop goals and 3 penalties. Skalknodie getting his forwards well behind him. And that's a good hanging kick. Up goes Andre Skinner and Badenhorst. Up goal. So it's Botha 21 points, Transvaal 18. Will have no real wish to hurry here. He knows these 3 points will be the final nail in Transvaal's coffin. And he hit it beautifully, right through the post.
(1988), a tight, hard encounter, but it's that man again, Botha, who seals Province's fate with a penalty in the dying moments of the game.
The 6 leader of the pack of forwards for Northern Transvaal. Robert de Preux waiting for it. And Puerto Ferry is a decoy. Here's the Naas Buerta drop goal attempt, and wait for it, it's through the middle. That's Small going through, taken by Puerto Ferry at the back, to Burger Gelderhuis. And Robert de Preux to Naas Buerta. Long raking crossfield kick. Carlos Scholz is back for it. And JJ van der Walt following up very quickly. Forces Carlos Scholz into a hurried kick into the hands of Naas Buerta. And Naas Buerta coming right off the side of his foot into the hands of Michael du Plessis. He's got his brother Cardinal with him. Burger Gelderhuis is chasing Cardinal cutting in. Inside to Gert Small. Loose scrum and Freddie Ferreira out there to Christian Stewart. Van der Knutzer in the gap. And Carlos Scholz is there with Burger outside him. And Cobus Burger. A beautiful try. The first try of the game. And wonderful linking by Western Province. All started by a very bad kick from Naas Buerta with it sliding right off the right outside edge of his boot. And Michael du Plessis.
Well, you see Michael du Plessis actually getting that ball. Magnificent loose ball grabbed by Michael du Plessis. That's Christian Stewart. Now watch for Carlos Scholz as he comes in the line, and watch for the catch. It's right down. He's a tall man. That man, he jumps into the line at the right moment. Beautifully taken by him, drawing Naas Buerta very well. And a formality for Cobus Burger.
And it's through the middle. So Western Province leading by a goal and a penalty. The other touch judge is Mr. Francie Muller, and both of them refereed the Lion Cup final. You remember Francie Muller started and he got injured, pulled a hamstring, and Gerrit Kutzer took over. So they're the two touch judges. Beautifully taken by Adolf Malan, helped by Heinrich Rogers. And Northern Transvaal possession. Naas Buerta. Here's another drop goal attempt. And wait for it. It's through the middle. And the scores are level again. Lock in the tight head. Kebbel shoving in as well as Lock shoves inwards towards this hooker. To Preux. To Naas Buerta. Drop goal attempt again, but it's charged down, and Oosthuizen with it. Oosthuizen out there, and it is Spannenberg going for it. And what's happened? Is it a try? I think it is. It's a try. It's a try. Christo Spannenberg following up very quickly indeed. Ball bouncing, and a great opportunist try by Christo Spannenberg. Here's the penalty attempt, and just swung away. So that's 2 drops, a penalty and a try for Northern Transvaal, and for Western Province a goal and 3 penalties. So anyway, it's Naas who's put his side back on the attack again, and Western Province getting possession, and a trip there by Michael du Plessis. Seemed to trip and quickly recovered his composure, and a penalty to Northern Transvaal right in front of the posts for, I think, playing the ball on the ground, and an absolute sitter for Naas Buerta. Let's just watch this one again. There is the ruck, and the referee in a good position to see, and it looked as if one of the Western Province players on the ground hung on to the ball, and the law says clearly you must release it, and so Naas Buerta has this kick to put his side ahead. If it goes over, it'll be Northern's leading 19 points to 18. Taking a lot of trouble and a lot of time, and there is the lead for Northern Transvaal.
1989. Nearly a repeat of the 1988 final, but this time it's Carl du Plessis who brings a province victory.
This Bissek is starting to be a force in the lineouts. Burger Gelderhuis with a charge, and it could be a tie. It's a tie for the captain. Well, the umpire has been under a lot of pressure all day. He's had to hurry his kicks. He's first touch on a couple of occasions. He hasn't been finding a lot of ground, but he's been pretty safe most of the time. They're a very unfortunate situation for him. The pressure telling from Burger-Gelderhuis.
Yeah, we see the ball coming out to Freddie Ferreira, and already the three Northern Transvaal loose forwards are onto Koos, whose kick is charged down by Gelderhuis, who has a fairly easy situation of catching the ball and falling over the line. And that's most unfortunate for Western Province at this point in time. It's something they really didn't need. For the little general to take the kick now, really close to the try line, touchline.
Well, interesting that Boert is taking the touches, and he hasn't hit that one particularly well. Grobler with his first touch of the ball, well taken by him. Robert de Peer was a little bit in the way, so he couldn't get his kick in. This is Cobus Kirsten. Willie Schmidt was there, taken on by Bali Swart. Willie Schmidt was there in an offside position. And this time Cobus Kirsten has gone to ground as he went on the charge, so the Western Province front rank is really in the wars. Rion Gous with his sixth kick at goal. Is it good? Is it good? Can it just creep inside? Four out of 5. And we have 8 minutes left. We've had a bit of injury time. Just 8 minutes left and 4 points the difference. Well, there was some good tackling there by Northern Transvaal, as well as Gert Small drove for the line. Johan Lamprechter was prominent. Look at the crowd. Look at all those white and blue jerseys. Ferreira, Duplessis so often in position. Can Rion Gous become the hero of the moment? Tion Strauss goes in. And again, Michael Duplessis. Ricardo Duplessis is going to go over! Well, there's absolute bedlam here. Ricardo Duplessis making his way, and Northern Transvaal just couldn't last under the pressure.
Ferreira now with the ball out to Michael Duplessis, and with lots and lots of room outside there, Ricardo Duplessis takes the skip pass and over he goes, and finally the pressure's told on Northern Transvaal. They defended gamefully there, but unfortunately they couldn't hold out. And there we see Michael Duplessis' pass, which goes straight out to his brother Carl. And how fitting that the Western Province captain should score this try into injury time. Rion Gous with the conversion. The score, of course, now is 16-all.
Well, who would want this sort of pressure? The youngest player in the Western Province side, the least experienced, has never played in a Currie Cup final before. But can he become the hero of the moment? If this goes over, bedlam will reign. And it's just floating away. Just they started to go straight, and then just a bit of a slice.